Or not. What the heck is happening?
Oh no!
Not even
Hello,
half
hello,
your
my
child.
friends.
Hello.
I was invisible.
Everything
Hello.
was on fire for a minute. Hello and welcome
Invisible.
to tonight's
Invisible. Let me
episode.
see you do it again.
That's Zoe's stealth blanket.
Is it working?
Yes.
It was, yeah, for a bit.
Woo!
Welcome,
do a magic trick?
welcome everyone to tonight's episode of Strength 1000 AP here on twitch.tv/tabletop rolls. We hope you're doing fantastically tonight. I'm doing good. Matt, you doing good?
I mean, after the shocking revelation about AI-generated cheesecake cookies, no, I'm inconsolable.
I'm sorry, Matthew. I will
shouldn't have
make
sprung
you
that
some.
on you right before stream.
I will
I will
make you
take
some
a sip.
cookies.
Of my coffee that I used maple syrup to sweeten.
Yes, happy Canadian Turkey Day, everyone.
Also, Kacho says hello. Goodbye, hello.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
Okay.
I think I'm starting to get sick, but I'm
Oh,
okay.
Oh.
McKenna, you doing good?
Same.
I am, but now
That's
I'm
good.
scared because these things tend to come in threes, and I can't be sick right now. I have too much to do.
You do.
I fucking feel that.
Sarah, things
So,
going good?
Will, Matt, one of you guys got to take this bullet.
Matt will take the bullet. I don't
Wait,
think so.
what?
Same.
Oh, damn. Ruthless.
What happened?
I just don't get
You're
ill.
next.
I'm next?
I'm going to. I'm doing well. I'm gonna abscond away for 5 seconds so I can go get a glass of orange juice because vitamin C is
Mhm.
necessary.
And
I just took
scurvy
my-
is boo.
But yes,
Took my vitamins.
friends. Oh boy. Other announcements. Many shows here on the channel. So many shows. Tomorrow night, Final Fantasy 14 with Will, Matt, and Data maybe. Eventually that will probably just become me making progress through that game. Then on Wednesday, Wild Ambition. Get your hee-haws and your ha-haws. Then on Thursday, PFS at Muse. I don't know if we're sold out yet for this week.
I thought you said you were.
I'm pretty sure we were, but I'm not. I'm never sure anymore. We are fully sold out for this week. So sorry, but go us. How about next week? 24th still have seats. The 24th still has some seats. And then on October 31st, we're also doing a scenario.
Oh, nice.
And we still have 3 left for that one. So we're doing pretty good for those. But if you want to get your tickets, come hang out. Friday, speaking of hanging out, the Astral Calling. Spelljamming Spectacular.
The squeaking might be my mouse. Like, literally.
Your mouse squeaks?
The roller ball.
Oh, Matthew.
Oh, no.
I was trying to be subtle about it. I was like, does anyone else hear that in the Zoom chat? And apparently it is Matthew's squeaky mouse.
Yeah.
A thing I did not know could be squeaky.
Yeah, still a few years old at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then on Saturday, Tabletop Bros will do something. We finished Baldur's Gate 3 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And this week we're going to have some fun together as a group. We might start up a board game, a multiplayer board game. That's
Oh.
a legacy game this week, perhaps, called Charterstone.
Will this require
Fun.
Tabletop Simulator?
This would require me gifting you the game on Steam. It'd be very quick and easy to do. Then on Sunday, Cozy Co-op. Something going on for that with me and Emily. I know that Sarah's gone for the day because they're doing something fun with McKenna and Maya.
Oh.
And then, of course, on Monday is Strength of Thousands AP. The show you're watching right now, why are you watching the show? Well, I personally think it's because of the fantastic group of people we have on it, starting off with the person who runs the show, who I'll hand over things to. Matt, also known as Urbanov, also known as Matt.
Yes, this is a true thing. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Strength of Thousands Adventure Path, where we take the Magambia's best and brightest. I'm just going to call you this from now on, the best and brightest. And you guys are, at this point, trying to solve possibly the final mystery of the campaign, where something fishy is going on at the campus with one of the head teachers and possibly a spooky cursed egg or something. Who knows? We're going to find out. But to do this, to solve this mystery, we need a crack team of investigators, the best and brightest, right here with me. And tonight we're going to start. Because I'm, well,
Technically,
question.
none of us are investigators.
You shut your
Mm-mm.
mouth. Will's gonna go first because of he interjected there. Please introduce yourself, your character, and I apologize to everyone for this in advance. Your spooky question tonight is:
It
give
worse than
me
mine.
what would be a spooky monster adjacent flirt or pickup line?
Oh, okay, I got this one.
no.
Yeah.
Oh, so Matt.
Yes.
First of all, I would now want to be like interjection, because Phoenix Wright brain rot.
Interjection? Is
Yeah,
that
because
what you
it's-
think he says?
No, he says objection, but I'm just
As
adapting.
did Sam
Okay,
Riegel in a recent
okay.
His
episode of Vox Machina.
interjection is hold it.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you. Sarah's a true fan.
Listen, I just
Moving
watched.
on.
I just watched the very mediocre anime of it. But tonight I'm playing Gamma, who will soon have a Transformer, Igura, and Choco. I'm so excited for that collab, y'all. I'm getting a Gamma Transformer.
The universe gave you a little pat on the back.
And a spooky pickup line.
Or just monster adjacent if it's like a pickup
Like
line
a
or a flirt that
monster
monsters might
adjacent.
use.
I think like if I would do it, I'd go along the lines of like, no, it would only work if I was like at a Christian college. But if I was at a Christian college, are you the Grudge? Because I'd like to put a ring on it. 7 days.
All right, so we've established the floor for this question.
It was bad.
The Grudge
and-
and the Ring are from different.
Isn't the Grudge the ring?
No,
No, they're different things.
they're
They're
different things.
two
Oh.
different
Yeah.
things.
Well, I learned something today.
They're the two I shipped together, by the
Well,
way.
I learned something today. I
Well,
thought
there
they
you
were.
go.
Yeah,
It's
there
a
we go.
shipping joke.
We all learned something today.
I'm not sure if people
Uh.
know this, but there is a line of pretty high quality figures you can get that are famous horror movie icons. Sometimes sexy, sometimes cute. I think it's like Bishojo or something.
No,
If you want to see Freddy Krueger as a hot anime girl,
No.
No.
Yes.
No.
that's actually also
really
one of the
don't.
earliest ones, so it doesn't look very good. The cursed videotape girl though, they made a really good one of her, and it's not even like sexy or anything. It's just she's like floating in air, only being held up by like VCR tape. It's a really well done figure, and this is the one
Sadako.
eye. Yeah,
Her
one eye
name is
peeking out. from there.
Sadako.
Thank you, Sarah.
I
But-
bought my first anime figure.
Congratulations.
She's cute.
Oh,
She sits beside the camera.
cute.
But
Yeah.
speaking of someone who kind of looks like an anime protagonist tonight because they've got a dramatic sky behind them, Zosie Pose, why don't you go on there and introduce yourself?
Sure thing, will do. Hi, everybody. I'm Zoe. I go by Zosie Pose, and I'm playing Ophelia. She's our bard, and spooky pickup line. Whenever I think spooky, immediately I think like cute little ghost with little blush. So, will you be my boo?
That's cute. I like that.
It's basic, but it's cute.
7 points. McKenna, because I'm now just moving sideways on my screen.
Fair enough. Hello, everyone. My name is McKenna Ray Tynan, McKenna Ray Art on all of the platforms. Tonight, I'm playing Avi Avi, the Nictera Witch, and her familiar Agate, who doesn't look like this right now. She looks like a little crystal cat.
No.
And if I had a monstrous pickup line, I mean, is that a tentacle in your pocket or are you just happy to see me? Could
Would
be
that-
both.
The spiciness is rising. And last but certainly not least, the one who kind of looks the most like a pastel cyberpunk person right now because of their headset. We've got Sarah.
Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm Sarah Margaret. I'm playing Charlotte, the naughty toxicologist. You can find me at Cosmic Deity 746 on Twitch. And this is the best one I got, which is do you have issues? Because I can be your mummy.
Which is very on brand for who you romance in games.
That's horrifying on so many different levels.
Oh no.
That's so on brand for you, though.
I know, it's terrible.
And for mine, and this is terrible, but are you a full moon? Because I'm a werewolf and you make me want to howl.
Whoa.
Yeah, I told you it was terrible. I tried to soften the ground.
Mhm. That's the corny one.
Yep. But let's put aside the spookiness in the flirts and go to the spookiness in the halls. Will, why don't you go ahead and roll that
Oh.
intro?
Crazy, that's a good one.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Today on Law and Order. No. Dun, dun. The Magambia. I can't even remember the opening spiel. I'm not going to even try. When last we left our...
Oh, police sirens going off.
I mean, I also do
apropos?
live just down the street from a fire hall. So
A
when last we
fire
left...
hall, is that what they call it up in Canada?
I mean,
Fire station? Fire
it's
hall?
a it's
I
a
don't know.
common name.
I know.
This
I think
is why
I
we
think
only
here
get to
call
one
them
encounter
either
every
fire stations or firehouses. I've never heard them called.
When
fire
last
hall.
we left.
I like it. It's fancy. I'm sorry.
I need to be like a debate moderator where I can just mute everyone with one button.
You can
Oh!
you can do that, Matt.
We're
Uh,
about to get
no.
I
muted.
deserve it.
No, I'm not going to do that. I wouldn't do that. This because this is the content. People don't come here and listen to me describing rooms.
Maybe some of them do.
I mean, listen, you were just saying what we were all thinking, so.
Speaking of rooms, when last we left the best and brightest, you guys had
Negra.
continued to explore the Barb, which is just a building in the Magambia known for its laboratories, and after dispatching some weird crawling oozes and with some alchemic wizardry neutralizing a nasty acid, you continued to explore, found a barricaded door, managed to smash it down, and found what appears to be some form of portal ritual gone terribly wrong. So to remind everyone, I'm just going to double check. Yeah, the room is open for those who can see it. There's actually no tokens or anything in the room. This is more of a puzzle than it is a combat encounter. So Ignacy is in the middle of the room on a large magic circle, trying to hold back the 4 portals. There's one in each sort of corner of the room on smaller things, and as you guys burst in, took stock of the situation, a glowing, crackling purple orb emerged from each of the corner circles and begun slowly crawling on like tendrils of lightning towards the center of the room. And it should be noted, this room already looks weirdly battered. Furniture has been smashed. Things are looking weirdly withered and almost crystallized. There's like obviously some very strange energies coming into play in this room. And Ignacy already looks like they have lost a significant amount of HP. So
Sarah.
we are
Sarah.
going to do this where I'm going to give the party a round where you each can do a thing. You will still have your 3 actions, so we're not going to bother rolling initiative.
Mhm.
Because you guys, I'm just going to say, can all act simultaneously. And then the room's hazard is going to go, because it has a very strict and set move that it's going to do. So, I will ask one person to roll a d20. You can nominate who. This is just going to see if you guys get to go first or if the hazard gets to go first, because the AP is not clear on how this is supposed to work. So I'm just...
if it's a hazard,
It's not really a hazard. It doesn't have a profile.
if it doesn't have a profile,
This is more like almost like a haunt. Well, it's not even a haunt. It doesn't have a profile.
I
Like, it has-
nominate Zoe.
Zoe's camera shut off for a second, so I had to swap it back.
I did it. It was me.
Interesting.
Roll a
Does it-
d20, please.
Does it have
It
initiative?
gets It
No,
gets fluffy
it has no
sometimes.
stats.
If it has no stats, then technically speaking, it would.
All right.
How would I-
You guys are going to get to act before these things get to do their set amount of movement.
Yay!
Huh.
Natural 19.
Well, if Final
So-
Fantasy
Nice.
14's taught me anything, we all need to stand in front of one of those orbs before it gets to the center.
You guys are going first, so you all get to decide on an action and then take the action, and then we see what happens. So you guys can, as a group, discuss what you want to do. You're sort of all racing into the room. You don't have to move any of your things. We could just theater of the mind this. Though I am going to move Igra just into the center. I'll move you all into the center of the room just so you can see what it looks like.
I will wait until Avi
About to
Avi
say
has
that, that would be
until
nice.
everyone else has acted, because
Yeah,
God
can I do
knows
some
Igra
manner
can't
of-
figure it out.
Knowledge check to see if can we smudge the circles to
Well, let me ask you this. There are 2 pertinent things happening in the room, or 2 things to analyze. There are the orbs themselves, which you can already see are starting to advance towards the center of the room, and there are the circles. What would you like to focus on?
I'm gonna focus on the circles because that's the source of
Help.
the problem.
Help!
Oh, where did you
Where
go?
did I go?
There you go. You
Where
went way
the
up.
cat-
did you go?
You went way up
The
north.
cat,
Oh, the cat.
stepped on the keyboard.
Indicators,
You wanted to focus on the circle?
Delete your
Circle
character.
plural.
All right. So,
Don't you purr
Let
at
me
me like
see.
you didn't just almost delete everything.
there
Is
is
it safe to assume that's an Arcana check?
Just let me double check. There are 2 different DCs for different things. Okay, yeah. For the symbols on the floor, please give me a religion or arcana or occultism to identify the circle on the ground.
Is there a difference in DC between Arcana and occultism?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Wait. Arcana or occultism? No. No.
Mhm.
There is
Okay.
between religion and arcana and occultism.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'm just going to roll Arcana. 46. I'll take a 46.
pest.
All right.
Oh, that's actually a 47 with Discern Secrets.
All right, so that's sadly one shy of a critical success, but it's still a success. And you
Yeah.
actually only need a success. This may actually be a very short encounter now.
Oh, who
So,
knows?
you realize that this circle on the ground should have been perfectly harmless and should have been able to control these various portals opening, but there is a flaw in the circle. It was not done properly. Now, you can exploit this flaw to break the magical circuit, but you would need to expend a spell of 4th level or higher, or, because you rolled such a good number, any necromancy spell of 3rd level or higher to break the circle and stop any further orbs from emerging.
I'll do that. I guess I don't think I have. Would Phantom? No, that's not 3rd level.
Hold on. Oh, this is pertinent. Doing so permanently closes a rift of the hero's choice. There are 4 rifts.
Interesting.
I think that word
okay.
choice is deliberate.
You said
Mm.
third level spell?
An-
3rd level
necromantic.
necromancy or higher.
Cool.
Otherwise, it has to be 4th level or higher.
Okay.
All right. Well, I can sacrifice Phantasmal Killer, I think.
All right, so are you doing that?
Yeah.
All right, so 3 portals remain.
Yep.
And 3
I
rifts.
can
that
assist with the
information is-
necromancy.
Yeah, so can I.
Yeah. Assume that information is relayed.
Yes.
And I will take care of the one that is closest to me right here.
Okay. Everyone else has this information now. You guys could essentially close all the portals this turn if you all have a 3rd level or higher necromancy or a 4th level or higher spell. If one of you doesn't, Endures in Darkness can sacrifice a spell slot as well.
Yeah, I'm going to.
Thank you for the
Uh,
sacrifice.
I will nuke
Thank you for the
a.
sacrifice.
I'll
Thank
nuke
you,
a
thank
4th
you.
level heal to
No
close
more
one of them.
sacrifice. I'm going for no more
Sacrifice.
sacrifice.
One more sacrifice.
Something about
Uh,
the warden's oath about sacrifice.
a sacrifice. No, it's a
It's a King Julian reference, I think.
Oh wow!
From
Why can't I think of what that's from?
But will your sacrifice?
Madagascar.
yeah.
Are you sacrificing a necromancy something?
Yeah, I'm sacrificing a necromancy spell. It's 4th level because I only have a 1st, 2nd, and then 4th level necromancy spell slot, but I'll top that.
That works then. So that's 2 down.
I'll sacrifice a 4th level spell.
That's 3 down. Does Charlotte want to, or does he want to tap Endures for this?
I will sacrifice my chill touch at 3rd level.
Is Chill Touch necromancy?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there you go. Yep.
It
I don't-
is.
Oh,
But I can do it at higher levels.
The issue is that it's not technically like a spell slot you use for it. If that's what needs to be triggered.
technically it doesn't say a spell slot. It just says a spell of
Spell.
4th level or
Oh,
higher.
oh, there you go. Yeah, chill touch gets around
Or
that.
3rd or higher if it's a necromancy.
Either way, I also have Call of the Grave that I can do at a higher level, so.
Well, it doesn't say spell slot, so I will let it go.
Sweet.
So all the portals are closed, but each of the orbs that does still exist in the room, each of them advance 15 feet towards the center of the room. So they are essentially here, 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 and here.
So-
And I'm going to say you guys were not standing in the path of them because none of you said you were, and I didn't want to.
Right.
I'm not, but it
I-
does look like if they reach the center of the room, something is going to happen.
I did say that I was going to stand in the path of one of the orbs, though.
You did want to?
That's true. Will
Yeah.
did say that.
I did
Okay.
legitimately say that. Also, tonight the orbs will be played by Anti-Garl.
Not anti-Garl.
Orb.
She hates push-ups.
So I'll say
Alright.
this bottom right orb is the one that Igor will eat.
Okay. So, Igora, one of the orbs is advancing towards you. It's about to come into contact with you. Do you do anything?
I absorb the
going
orb.
to assume you have like an action.
I absorb the orb.
The orb passes harmlessly through you and goes towards the center of the room.
Damn it.
That was the orb's turn because they only move 15 feet in their turn and that's it. You guys have one more turn before they all reach the center of the room and presumably something happens.
Sick. Let's do another knowledge check.
Sure. Well-
More Arcana?
For the orbs themselves, it is going to be Arcana, Occultism, or Religion.
Gotcha.
Why are you on the kitchen counter?
36?
36. That will be a success. And you can with a 36, you can stop one orb from moving next turn. You get the
Okay.
impression a critical success would pop it out of existence.
Next turn. Do
Well,
I
you've
still
delayed
technically
one.
have 2 actions?
So wait, do we
you
have
know
to
what?
nat 20 these orbs to get rid of them?
No, not if you're good at Arcana.
Yeah, she rolled a 4
I
and
rolled a
got a
4.
36. So, it doesn't really specify in this. I would say you have 2 more actions, and it's not an attack, so you
Okay.
have maps. So you could try another 2 times, or if you just want to try delaying the other or 2 other orbs.
With
Can
that
I use-
knowledge, sorry, with that knowledge check, would I know if there are other ways to destroy them?
Yes, there is no other way.
There is no other way. It's just.
I will
Arcana
also tell
checks.
you before Ophelia has to potentially spend a slot because you were doing this first.
Mhm.
The orbs cannot be interacted with in any way other than these checks. They can't be damaged,
Gotcha.
they can't be touched, they can only be knowledge checked out of existence.
Oh, I'm useless.
Fascinating. Okay, well then I guess
I mean,
I'm
I
gonna-
can try.
I'm fully
All right,
be
what are we
fair-
roll? What are we rolling? Oh, no.
occultism
Arcana or
Arcana.
religion.
or
Okay.
religion.
And Endurers
I-
will help with this
oh.
because he has decent religion.
I could do occultism.
So I'm gonna do 2 more Arcana checks. So I've stayed the one that's directly in front
Yes.
of me. I will target this one next.
That is just shy of a critical success.
With discern secrets, would that be 45?
It takes a 46 to critically succeed.
46.
Damn.
Well, at least it's stopped. Then I will focus on the one.
Oh, no, pardon me. It takes a 48.
Takes a 48. Okay.
God dang.
At least
look-
these 2 are stopped. I'll focus on the one next to Igra next.
Sometimes, Will, encounters are you either critically succeed or you just eat it.
Yeah.
Is the one next to Charlotte?
I tried
not-
to eat the orb. It didn't let
This
me.
one is so far delayed. This one is so far delayed. The other
Okay.
two are. The one next to Charlotte is also been delayed. So only
Okay.
one of them is going to move next turn, the bottom one.
Let's try the bottom one.
Oh, so close.
At least it's delayed.
It is delayed. So technically, you all just get to do another round of this if you want, because all the orbs are delayed, crackling
Yes.
and floating in the air, humming
Hey,
inches literally from their destination.
can we figure out what these will do if they actually get to the center?
You could ask Ignacia if you want.
Hey, Ignacy, what are these going to do if they get to you?
He kind of looks at you, and you see a little like blood leaking from his eyes. They will explode with necrotic energy,
Aha!
Okay, hey, how damaged are you, Ignacy?
or pardon me, negative energy.
How
which I guess
damaged
is
are
the-
you, Ignacy?
Ignacy is hold on. They
I
actually say
imagine close to death.
how
Is this
much.
Ignacy or Noxolo?
Oh, pardon me. Yeah, this is
I thought Ignacy was in the other room.
Nexola. Yeah, sorry.
Roxolo, how
This is
close to
Noxolo.
death are you?
They started with 260 HP. They have 135, so
You
they've
could
lost
probably
130
eat
HP.
Okay, fair enough.
She took the damage because she was staying in the circle to prevent the other portals from opening wider, so she couldn't
Mhm.
move, and she had to just like be battered by these things.
Okay, well, I guess I'll attempt a Arcana check.
I mean, that's
Just-
a success on the delay, but which one were you doing it
Yeah.
on?
Just going around to the top right.
All right, so
So,
also hold on before we do the second round of checks.
well, this is still my first round, Matt. Like, I haven't done anything this round yet.
I am. Oh, you haven't done it? Okay, that's fine. I wanted to make sure Endures in Darkness got a chance because he has a decent religion and might be able to just delete one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Ophelia still has 2 more shots, and Charlotte still has all 3.
All right. Oh, Endures eliminates one of them,
Very
Let's get
nice.
rid of that one.
and he's just gonna make 2 more. Though that was he needs to get a nat 18 to crit. So
Yeah, I think I need a 17 or higher.
all right.
Nice.
2 of them are gone.
Damn.
We'll take the 2 top ones. Yeah. All right. Second round of things. They were all delayed. So
All right, I will go at it again with more Arcana, more Discern Secrets. I'm just gonna roll 1, 2, 3. With Discern Secrets, that last one should be a 48.
Yeah.
Pop it.
all right. So that is. Yep. And then I guess one last one.
Nope. Yeah, natural 20.
Yeah, that'll work.
Woo!
Igora stupids his way to it. Still has a -1 in
All right.
intelligence.
Well done, you guys. You have solved this puzzle. Where did my little info screen go?
You've solved my orb portal puzzle.
You have contemplated the orbs and you have emerged victorious.
A new hand touches the
The old
baby.
game.
Noxola, what were you doing with the portals and the how did this happen?
I will explain just as soon as I just quickly look at the block text here. Also, random question. If anyone had the opportunity to have a perfect replica of the orb or the beacon in your like apartment or your house, would you do it
I
and just
would.
leave it out for guests to potentially
Yes.
touch?
I
Yeah.
abso-freaking-lutely
Yeah,
I
that's
would.
so brilliant.
There are
Hey,
certain
hey, here's a hot take, y'all. I
Mhm.
enjoyed that side quest, by the way.
Me too. It was fun.
I was fun. I liked it.
um,
I got a great sword out of it. That's the best sword in the game. Anyway,
there
It's the
are
best
certain
blue sword in the game.
there are certain props and things from just video games that, or movies and stuff I think would be just fun to have like sitting in on the top of your mantle or something. Like I would love the Holy Grail from Fate. It's like, oh yeah, I got a Holy Grail. You get one of these for every event you participate in,
mm-hmm.
as long as you complete it.
What is it
S-
look like?
So, Noxolo explains that they were tasked by Corday to contact some far-off realm called Akaton.
Oh, Corday.
Yeah, unfortunately, I apparently miscalculated, and I assumed that erecting conduits through the River of Souls would serve as a shortcut, but the rifts,
Clearly it didn't. Yeah.
no, they
that-
quickly
that-
grew beyond my control.
obviously, yes.
So I am very appreciative that you guys came along. I don't think I was able to hold off what was happening for a while there, since I couldn't spare any time to heal myself.
Well, we're just glad you're okay.
I am glad I'm okay as well, and I'm glad you're okay. None of you had to. Those were very unpleasant. Negative energy is just antithetical to feeling good.
Is your
Um,
crocodile okay? Your pet crocodile?
Oh yeah, they're having a play date right now.
Oh, whew, thank goodness. Thank goodness for play dates.
Yeah,
Hmm.
little Aurelian.
You know where Corday is at the moment?
Well, we were told, and pulls out another one of those dried flowers that you guys got. We were told to report to the Protea Pavilion and burn these, all three of them, when our tasks were complete.
Gotcha.
Uh,
Who
I-
else was assigned tasks?
They kind of point south and say that Shazare was doing some sort of experiment with some, I don't even know, some weird object just one room down.
Is that
Have another-
everyone?
I'm not sure why there was the orbs here were making a lot of noise. I'm not sure why they didn't come to see what was happening.
Well, if
Well-
it's anything like what happened to you or Ignacy, it's because they're also in trouble. So we're gonna
Oh
go
yeah,
check that out.
Ignacy. Oh yeah.
He's on his way to the infirmary.
Yeah.
Okay.
So should
I-
you.
Now that we have one.
He's fine.
I'm gonna go try and get some help too.
Do-
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Hey, before
go.
you go, do you have any flower? Is there a flower
Oh,
of some
yes.
sort or something? Thank you.
Yeah, thank
we
you
need
for
that.
the
You're
key.
not
Yeah.
taking that
Yeah.
with you.
Preach.
No,
Thanks.
I'm obviously have no use for it now, and something's up with this whole experiment. I don't know.
Yeah, well, on the-
Friday's maybe up to some
Hey.
not so good stuff.
Hypothetically, have they seemed possessed to you recently? Like, have they been acting strange?
I mean, they've been acting strange, but
Friday's always a little
you-
strange.
you stay long enough in academia, get close to deadlines, and everyone seems like a person possessed.
Everyone
Well,
wants to be a hero in academia.
Okay.
Straight to
Alright,
jail.
We'll go south.
One of the
Uh,
portals opens up, you shove Igor through it.
Yeah.
Yippee!
I'll come back
you
as
got
more.
isekai'd.
I'll come back
Got
as a more
isekai'd.
likable character.
Lands on Akaton, gets hit by a hover truck.
God, that happens sometimes.
Oh my god,
Truck
Igara, you're
coon.
so rad.
Can I do like a little perception check on this door here?
Sure.
Also, Choco, go away.
41.
I'm gonna say now, everyone position yourselves in the hallways as you would
Where are
like
you
to.
at? Oh my god,
Down
I'm
here.
so lost.
There appears to
I
be
got
only
you, Zoe.
one open door. 41. You hear some interesting sounds coming from this room. You hear the of like metal rocking back and forth, like something hanging on a metal something from the ceiling.
It's the roller ball from your mouse.
I'm not. My hands are not even on my mouth.
Ooh.
The mouse is haunted. You
Oh,
hear
no!
also. You hear a very a deep.
General wisdom is if something's a rocking, you don't go knocking, but I think maybe we ought to anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point in time, we might as well.
You also hear a very deep voice. Kitty, kitty in a cage. How many
Oh.
swings does it take?
Hey, don't kill my personal brewer.
All right, I'm
Wait,
gonna
someone
let you
there?
open this door, Igora.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, might as
Igara
well.
kicks down the door with their frog maga. Frog maga.
What?
I had a frog maga because
Oh,
You have
boy.
said that before. You
Yeah,
have, yeah.
it's frog
Stop
It's
trying to
not
make
new.
Frog Mata a thing.
Mhm,
frog maga.
mhm, mhm.
Frog McGaw.
All
Did
right,
you guys
I'm
know that
with-
Shaq has his own kind of martial arts? It's called Shaq Fu.
I think if
Shaku.
you were that big, you'd have to have your own kind of martial arts.
Yeah,
point
I'm
is
so
that-
big, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you no matter what happens. Try moving me.
All right.
I'm in danger.
Hold on a sec.
'Cause I don't have
I
Gamma
can't
out.
see anything.
A cold sweat immediately comes to all your
Eesh,
backs.
Oh.
icky.
Gross.
Oh. You got quite
Thanks,
the
I hate
jowls
it.
on you. You got the jowls on you.
You got those
Yeah,
boudin cheeks.
I'll just stay
No
here.
mudang
Question.
cheek. Got that mudang skin.
Answer.
Quick question: does everyone here know what how a face hugger works?
Yes.
Yep. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Why are you at? I wish you wouldn't have asked that.
Also,
And
in
gonna
that's
pretend you
exactly
didn't.
why I asked it.
Yeah. What if I just said like
All right, we're
I
gonna
do,
roll
but no-
initiative.
but no,
Did
thank
someone
you.
hug his face too hard? Is that why it looks like that?
Come on,
Um,
nat 20.
No, I suspect there's somebody.
24.
Our cat friend.
23 is pretty high.
has-
No,
As
it
a
more
thing-
has to do with the how this particular creature came to be. This is an infused ogre.
Ew, infused with what? Ugly?
Got him.
Got him!
Does Avi say that?
You know,
I see we put vicious mockery into
You know what?
Pathfinder.
Into
Oh!
Pathfinder and then into the witch kit?
You know what?
Absolutely.
Good.
this ogre will take your
Oh.
advice under advisement as they chew your bones.
I thought that was one
Oh.
of us rolling. a
Fair
nat
enough.
20.
Hold on. I
Fuck.
will roll initiative. I haven't yet.
He heard.
There we go.
us.
Nat 20!
Wow, 2 nat 20s for initiative, and you
Man,
still
we
can't
still
beat
goes
the
first.
NPC.
I know.
Yeah.
Sucks. Boo!
Well, that's just not fair. It has a plus 35.
Yeah.
All right. I
Well,
mean,
it's a
this is
solo
a sort of a
encounter.
mini boss. Also, I should point this out too. Not only do you see this horrific creature in a smashed room, hanging from a cage in the ceiling is a very frightened Shazere who almost looks like they have clumps of hair missing.
You just hear me yell, Shazari, what the hell did you feed this thing?
I didn't. It was not me. I was given very bad materials. I know
No.
they say poor craftsman
No.
blames their tools, but help.
Yeah, we got you.
All right.
Huh?
All right, so
Uh.
the infused ogre is gonna go first.
Yeah.
It turns to look at you all. It has some sort of aura. This is gonna come into play on your turns, probably.
Is it a negative aura?
No, but it is.
What's
Oh
his sign?
God, Will.
So it's
I see.
positive.
So it's going to stride to there. It is going to Ooh, it's going to use a fist attack on Igra with improved grab.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
Oh.
That's
That's
a
a
crit.
56.
That's
Alright.
like
Oh.
that's a triple crit.
My
Jesus.
God.
Thankfully, we don't triple the damage, so that's
Yeah.
going to be
At
98
294.
damage.
Still in the triple digits.
Hey, remember when we
So now, as
died
part
the
of
one fight that we didn't
so
have
now,
Gamma out?
as part of its action, well, Gamma can't fit in these small hallways. As part of its action,
Yeah.
it now gets to attempt a grapple check that does have map. You're looking for a DC 37.
Okay. Even with improved grab?
Yeah, so it's the improved grab means it doesn't cost an action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Athletics. Critical failure.
I'm a slippery frog.
You are a slippery, and I don't have a villain point, so I rarely get those. And that's very good because it literally has an ability called Tooth Grind.
Oh man.
Oh, I hate that.
And I was
We're
so looking to use
frog for supper tonight.
it. But it is going to try and this was not with map, or was map?
That was with map.
Oh, so this would be a third attack. No, he moved.
Yes.
Never mind. No, it doesn't cost an action for the improved grab, so this would be a third attack.
Yes, this would be attack number 3.
35.
Misses.
All right. You're so slippery. He's like, ugh, ugh,
Aha.
I don't like, ugh,
Yeah.
what is this?
Frog
It's
oil.
mucus.
No, frog oil.
Is Charlotte interested? Can I get a sample?
Haven't you people ever watched Princess and the Frog?
I knew
I
exactly
actually
what you were
haven't.
saying. I knew exactly.
I've only seen the
you.
Keith David bits and only the songs.
It's one of my favorite.
Charlotte,
Disney
you were up.
movies, but
Ophelia, you
whatever.
were on next.
Alrighty.
All right. Can I? This is such a narrow hallway. Is there
Yep.
any way I can? Can I throw a bomb
Yes.
from this angle?
You can
Okay.
see them. They are large, and the doorway is sort of like at an angle to you.
Yeeterino.
Well, let's try with fire, shall we?
Okay.
42.
42 is just shy of a hit.
Oh.
But it's not a critical
Fuck.
failure, so he'll still take the splash damage. But unfortunately, the splash damage does not get around his resistance.
Are you
Ah.
becking me?
Fire
This
resistance?
Why
is the
in
key,
the
boss.
world? Why in the world would this thing
Oh.
have resistance? I am.
If it
It's,
makes you,
it's atrocious.
I will tell. If someone does a knowledge check, I can tell you something that will make you feel better, Sarah. But I'm not going to give it to you for free. That is an action. You have 2 remaining. If you want to do some sort of knowledge check to try and figure out what the heck's going on.
I mean, what are we? Yeah, like, what do I need to do? And
Also, please give me a. I almost forgot. Please give me a DC, or pardon me, give me a will save because it has a frightful presence. This thing is
Oh.
horrifying on a couple levels.
Matt,
Oh, it's scary.
we forgot my battle cry. Is this thing immune to being frightened?
No,
Okay, so technically speaking,
sure.
39 against its will DC.
Its will DC is so the will. It's 32 plus 10, so 42.
43. Okay, so it failed. I rolled an 8. That's fine. Cool.
What? No, it succeeded then.
Yeah, I
will
failed.
do so.
Yeah.
I will do so. But I would also like everybody in the vicinity of me to know that I do have reassuring presence. FYI.
Oh, so many arms to give, so many hugs.
33.
Aww.
That is a failure, but not a critical one. So you are going to. You are frightened 1. And after the frightened condition goes away, you will be immune for 1 minute, it says. Because it's interesting, regardless of the result of the saving throw, the creature is temporarily immune to this monster's frightful presence for 1 minute. So you'll be frightened 1 for 1 round, which probably won't really affect you in any meaningful way.
Yeah.
And then it just goes away at the end of your turn.
Okay.
Okay.
So for this turn, you were scared of it, but yeah. You still have 2 actions remaining, so you could do a knowledge check if you want.
Yeah, sure. What
I
would
would
you like me to
say-
roll for that?
I would say this is actually just potentially a nature or arcana because it's just a large humanoid creature. There's some odd elements to it, but that's not in its
Yeah,
typing.
let's do Arcana. Nature's not too good.
32.
I'm rolling like look. I did my crit, and that was
I
it.
mean,
That's
nat
all I
20 in
got tonight.
initiative.
That's all I got.
Unfortunately, because this thing is unique, the DC is a little higher, and you didn't quite manage to clear it. You were very close, though. I think it's just because you rolled under 10.
All
So-
right, you know what I'm doing for my last? Chick, chick. I'm applying Pito with poison.
It nuzzles your poison-applying hand. Not in a,
Aw.
not in a I'm now buttering poison on your finger way, but in a friendly way.
Damn
Think
right
the
it
poison
does.
Nope.
has butter.
Well, how do you like applying something by like rubbing on the finger like
Yeah,
butter?
It's
I don't know.
butter. It's
I've
butter.
eaten a lot of sourdough this weekend.
Ooh, I'm jealous.
I made
Sounds
I
so
just
sourdough
good.
feed
French
it a
toast.
little. I feed it a little like little tiny vial, and instead of eating it, it just absorbs the vial.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I like
Because
to think that it crunched the
Crunch,
vial.
crunch, 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 crunch,
I
crunch,
also-
crunch, crunch. A
not
bird
sure-
with teeth. Ah.
I'm not even sure if I've described this, but Pito, when summoned, appears almost like a hollow filigree raven. So it's got
Yeah.
like swirls, but it's like made
It's
of
my
ink.
favorite portion of it. It makes me think of Sai from Naruto
Oh, yes.
with
A little-
the little calligraphy.
Perhaps almost a little more smooth than that, because size were still very obviously kind of like painted lines.
Right.
But very much with the swirls and everything, yes. That is a very good
Okami.
visual.
Okami is a good. The Okami art style is
I
very similar.
have that. I should play it one day. But anyway, Ophelia,
You
you're up.
should.
Avi Avi is next.
I love that
All
game.
right, we are going to have Bard Song up, so I'm gonna make a performance check to see if that's a +1, +2, or +3.
That's definitely, I think, a
Plus
double check.
3.
I think that's +3
Yay!
Yep.
because you guys are level
19.
seven-
18.
18.
18. Okay.
I was guessing. I was wrong.
Yeah, 1838.
Wait,
is
you
the
guys were not
DC.
level 20?
Nah.
Oh, it didn't
Almost.
save.
We're level 20.
20. Duh. Forever level 20.
Yeah, 20, and that's it. All right, so yeah, so Bard Song is up. That's an action.
I would like to see my husband. My husband. No. I would like it to make me a will save, please, as
Oh.
I try to take it out with my overwhelming presence.
I'm scared to ask what that actually kind of looks like.
She
Hey.
she
You just do the
looks-
Galadriel thing, as terrible as the dawn.
Damn
wanna say-
right she
actually-
does.
Actually, I want to say we have like a freeze time in moment. And she looks at him, and you see 3 glowing sets of eyes staring him down.
Ooh.
I
But
love it.
the party doesn't see it, but he does.
Still not as many as Charlotte's, but
Well, no, I only have 1 too, but okay.
well, in some form you have 8, don't you?
Well, in my natural form, yes, not in my
Everyday form.
humanoid form.
All right, so
Listen,
this
you
was
got me beat on the arms. It's fine.
This is a
That's
will.
That's true.
a-
That's true.
It's a will.
Only a 34. Nat 3.
1. Okay. I like that. So
What was the
that would
DC?
be a 41.
So failure, but not critical.
A failure. All right. It has to
Um,
pay a tribute 6 times.
Has to spend 6 actions.
6 actions have to be
Pay up.
taking the knee and bowing.
Huh.
No actions for 2 turns.
Paying tribute to those who deserve it.
So, just so I'm clear, the action that you have chosen for it to pay tribute would be to take a knee. So,
Kowtow.
mechanically, voluntarily going prone.
The ground. Yes.
On the ground, specifically.
Now, here's the question, though. Once it goes to the ground, it can't go again without standing up, but it can't
Oh,
do
it
that
can
because it
like
has to pay tribute.
it can.
Okay, so it's going to genuflect 3 times
Mm-hmm.
for 2 turns.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, give me a fear save.
Oh yeah. That's also a will save, right?
Yeah. That is a success, though only by a little. So
Cool.
you are now immune. You don't have to worry about that again. We're basically everyone's just going to have to take this once.
Cool. Nice.
And that's your turn, I guess. We move on to Avi Avi and Igra up next, who took a bit of a hit, but
Mhm.
Right.
Endurance is going to help with that.
All right. It looks like none of these, what I'm looking at Ophelia's spells, we can still hurt him while he's doing his genuflecting
Mhm.
without, giving him a will save or anything.
At the moment, it just seems like he is resistant to some kind of damage, potentially just fire. It's a little unclear.
I guess that means that my first action should realistically be doing like a little discern secrets and
Sure.
probably Arcana.
I'm going to say Arcana or Nature because
Yeah.
it's just a large humanoid.
I'll take a 42.
42. So let me just double check. So it is a creature level 19. So usually it would only be 29 for the DC. But because this thing is unique, I make it
Mhm.
plus 15 to the DC, which is still only a 34. So you have a success, but not a critical one. So I'm going to give you probably what I assume the one thing you really want to know. It has for resistances, it is all 15. Except unarmed attacks.
Well, we're frickin' screwed.
So resistance to everything except unarmed attacks. Technically, that would be great for Gamma.
That's great for
Gamma attacks
Gamma.
with sonic attacks.
No, Gamma attacks with
But it's
unarmed too.
unarmed.
Gamma strikes are unarmed, they just have sonic damage.
Yeah. So I guess that will get around that because technically speaking, like it's very weird, like the fact that regardless of what type of damage you're doing, if you deliver the damage via an unarmed strike,
So
it gets the
because
resistance.
so the reason why Gamma's strikes have that damage on them is because of the energy heart inside of Gamma, the feat that I have. But they are just unarmed strikes, they just deal elemental damage.
Yeah. It's just,
Matt, you missed
Yes,
my
your
face
Eidolon's heart
in the
beats with
bathroom
energy.
when
Choose
you
an
said all
energy
15, and I said
choose an energy damage type other than force. One of its unarmed attacks changes its
yeah, no,
damage type to the
I
chosen type.
believed you the first time.
I'm just making sure.
No,
viewers get
it's
it.
just very strange to me that as long as it's delivered via an unarmed, it doesn't matter what kind of damage your unarmed strike is doing. It'll get through the resistance.
Yeah.
This is like, how does that work? Anyway, you have learned this. You share it with the party. Everyone
I
is now
sure do.
enlightened.
You're
The hell-
welcome.
Buddha
Everyone's
gives you a thumbs up.
the hell
What
am I
is
gonna do with
happening
my
over here?
12 strength?
What are you doing?
I mean, it is only
That's what you're doing.
remember,
Okay.
it is only resistance 15. If you do one giant blast of damage, it will just take off 15 damage. So if you do like 100,
900?
Hmm?
900 damage, you say?
you could if you
so
want.
technically, I couldn't do that without royally fucking up Cesare. 2, because
And
those
he's like
damage,
here.
like those 900 damages come in waves of like 8, he would probably be taking off like at least 100 points of damage from that. It's 100 off of 900 is not
Can we
bad.
not kill
regardless.
Igara's one friend?
I wasn't even considering it.
I
I was
also
explaining why
think-
I wouldn't
One?
do it.
I also think that it would be the best if we don't use the big damage spell like that.
Yes, I would agree with you.
Mostly because I don't want to.
Well, I suppose I will just hit him. Oh, I could do this on any number of creatures, but I guess I'm just gonna do it on this one. I will hit him with a little desiccate.
Oh,
Little desiccate. 53.
I mean, he
void
kind of looks a little
damage.
desiccated already, but sure, go ahead.
So if he could make, I'm sure Fort is probably one of his better saves, but oh,
Only a success though, not a critical.
I'll take it. So that's
So-
56 divided
Yep.
by 2.
So that will be 28, I think.
Yeah.
Minus 15 becomes 13.
Yeah, level 8 spell, dealing 13 damage. Woohoo!
Suddenly glad we got through the first puzzle relatively quickly, because this might be just a slugging match.
Yep.
Okay,
I
that's my
have
turn.
plans.
Oh, Igor has plans. Well, it's
Have
times for
plans.
Igor's plans to come to fruition.
Well, no, because his first turn is spent setting up Gamma.
Yeah.
But do these plans include these shadowy figures at all? No one's gonna get that, Matt.
No, they don't.
Oh,
get
do
that,
I need to
Matthew.
make a save of some sort, Matt?
Yes, fear save,
Sorry,
please.
Will.
No, you're good.
Is that Will?
Yes.
Hey,
That is a failure. You were frightened one for that whole turn. I don't think it would have made a difference.
Igra is
Don't
also
worry.
frightened one with a 32, unless that's a crit fail.
No, it's only like a 38,
Cool.
I think.
And then
Then
I'm not frightened
Igra.
for my next turn.
Yeah, I'm immune for a minute now.
Gotcha, sweet.
I'm like, what's even the point, really?
Igra.
Reassuring presence. You serve as an anchor to your close companions, calming them in times of stress. Decrease the value of a triggering ally's frightened
Oh.
condition by 1.
Never mind then.
Hey, thank you.
Gamma.
Charlotte's just like, we ain't
I
afraid.
am
of
afraid, but none of you are.
control." Well, you're not even afraid anymore because your turn passed and the fright condition goes down by 1.
Yeah, that's true.
Charlotte with all 6 arms. Be not afraid.
Be not afraid.
I'm just annoyed that
Biblically accurate, Charlotte.
finally a aura effect that I remember to use, and it's like the most weak sauce one we've had yet.
Oh. Well, Matt,
Anyway,
I give you a virtual hug, and I spend 3 actions to summon Gamma, and that's my turn.
all right. Endures in
Following the
Darkness is probably just going to throw a heal to Igor.
No.
No?
No, Gamma gets no actions when I summon him.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Summoners! They
He's got
got
summoning sickness.
nerfed.
I am going to. Poor Igor took a big hit there. I'm going to blow this. Whew.
If you have a level 5, the average healing of a level 5 will get me back up to full, usually.
I already used my level 5 heal, so I'm going to give you a level 7.
Sure.
What?
Can't
Oh, God
watch
damn it.
that right now, so. Do you want me just to roll my level 7 heal that
Sure.
I have programmed, Matt?
Yeah, that's fine. 2 action.
Oh,
Um,
wait, I don't have a level 7 heal program. Never mind, I only have a level 8 heal program.
hold on.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so it's just going to
Spaghetti
be
goes.
D8 plus 56. Pretty sure 7 times 8 is 56. Yes.
Yep.
85 back to you.
Hey,
I was never
y'all,
good at my 7 times table.
you all laugh, but for PFS, I was complaining to Matthew about this. For the special, I had to do factorials.
I
Like,
don't
I had to
even know
do
what that is.
fraction math.
I'm not laughing at you, Will. I promise. I just I caught
video.
I caught Zoe just doing something goofy.
All right.
What, eating my necklace?
Guidance to Charlotte. You'll have +1 to the next thing you do.
Thank you.
But now it's the infused ogre's turn, who has to spend the turn thing doing his best.
And- Matthew,
Huh?
specifically, it requires they take an action that has the move trait or manipulate trait, both which provoke.
Sure, get your provoke or 1 provoke.
Yes, I will get my AO, thank you.
I mean,
At 20.
technically, Will, Gamma hasn't acted yet.
Gamma
But
and
he
me are the same
shares
being.
I know.
attributes with
I know.
Igra.
I just wanted to poke Will.
So that'll be a whatever bard song.
35.
35.
He's genuflecting on the floor, and you can't even hit him.
35 off guard?
No,
No.
he's got tough skin.
Well, I rolled a 2, so.
Yeah,
know.
he'll do
That'll
better
do it.
next time. So he spends his turn doing his best Wayne's World impression. We're not worthy. We're not worthy.
Not Weed's World.
Yes, I'm old, and I don't think I actually ever saw that movie. Anyway,
I don't know if that's better or
Welcome to my life. Charlotte, you're up. Ophelia will be up next.
Hi.
You guys have another
yes.
turn before you can do anything.
Well, I'm gonna
Again,
try
no
and
kidding.
hit him with Pito because he is 5 feet from
Yep,
friend.
he is threatened by an ally, so he is. The conditions are met.
And he's
We'll see if I
prone.
can even hit him. There's
Conditions
a
are met.
high possibility.
Unlocking seal. I am the
And you
bird
have
of
a plus
Hermes.
3.
Go ahead.
No.
32.
rats.
Unfortunately,
Even with a +1.
Ooh, well, actually, it's
Plus
plus
part
3.
song?
That's plus 3 actually right now. Unfortunately, that's not a hit.
Yeah.
Pito goes in and then just kind of slides off, and you realize the ogre also has kind of a slimy hide. And Pito's
Ew,
less
he's
like, "What the fuck?"
Gooey.
Oh.
He's pretty gross.
Alright, well.
I'm gonna very much enjoy telling you guys the horrific genesis of this creature after the battle.
Neon, and is it a
Nope. Shutting that down.
Neon Genesis?
You have 2 actions remaining, Charlotte.
9th level.
What does he have to do for this one? It's a save, but what save is it? I honestly don't know, so I'm gonna do this.
All right. Ooh, sleep.
Interesting.
Interesting. All right. This is going to be a will save. Okay. I mean, debuffs is a
Please
good route to
fail.
go with this guy.
Mm-hmm.
He has so much annoying damage resistance and stuff.
Please fail. Yay!
Yippee!
Failure. He falls unconscious. So there's some odd interactions going on here because I'm not sure if this would cancel out the geas of him having to genuflect.
Well, he's genuflecting, and as he's genuflecting, he fell asleep. Look, I have done yoga where I was in a child's pose before. Can you imagine?
So technically, he has to genuflect 6 times. If he's only done 3 of those, when he wakes up, he has
Yeah.
to
He
do
has
3
to
And
more.
its
genuflect
duration
the rest
until
of them.
full
'Cause
tribute is paid. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not a timing thing. It's not he needs to genuflect for 2 rounds. It's he needs to
You
do
know
it
what?
6 times.
If this
with
was
the
an
true.
actual
duration.
boss, I might contest that. Because this is a horrifying ogre thing that is horrifying, I'm not going to contest it and say, yeah, so for the moment, for at least a minute, so 10 rounds, we
Okay,
are going
sweet.
out of combat. So if you guys want to do some crazy stuff,
Let's
get Shazari out of the room.
Let's get Shazari out of the room.
So we should stay in initiative order just because.
I know what you guys are doing.
Yeah, we should stay in initiative order, just cause.
Charlotte is so happy.
Yay!
Also,
Getting
out of
Shazari out,
curiosity-
and then we're just floating the room with bombs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
That's the
I'm gonna
plan.
start.
2 people transform
I will
to
start
dragons,
working.
positioning
Click,
yourselves
click, click,
directly
click,
above
click,
him.
click, click, click.
Um,
I will set
Well,
traps out while you
all
do
right.
that too.
We'll go quickly with this. Charlotte, we're staying in initiative order. You still have 2 actions.
No, that was all my turns actually. I
oh,
did the 1
okay.
attack and this is 2 actions. So it's next up is Ophelia.
Though quickly, I did want to mention, Charlotte, I wanted to ask, because I don't think I've ever asked this. Charlotte, being a person of science, of tools, of beakers, of things, what does it look like when Charlotte casts a spell?
Strangely enough, I always think of the spells as being tied to her naughty culture. So as opposed to the scientific aspect of it, a lot of it is very based on like a naughty based magics. So I always see it as like it's always weaved with blue, much like her own aesthetic, but like for example, her magic missiles are all like little webs that shoot out like Spider-Man, but also like lightning looks like webs coming out and stuff. So a lot of it is very spider based.
I am suddenly picturing Charlotte, when casting a spell, taking out like a small like knotted loop of cloth and almost like sort of like doing the rosary thing, with just by hand, you are almost reading the knots because the knots are almost a form of communication. Like they are a language written in very subtle changes in knots that only a naughty can read, and it's almost like
Oh,
a
I
sentence on a
imagine
rope.
I imagine it's the scarf. It's
Oh,
because the
that's
scarf is handmade from her grandmother. The weaves are where so when she actually casts, she uses one of her hands to like
it's like a
play
spell
with the
book you
weaves
can
of her
wear.
scarf. Exactly.
All right, we're gonna move on to Ophelia. This horrible infused ogre has fallen on their side and is just making the most horrible, like log, sawing
Sawing
snores.
Honk shit.
That for a second you think they're doing some sort of sonic attack, but no.
Oh, they're just
Oh.
dumb.
It should be mentioned, I believe if you do any damage to them, they will wake
Yeah.
up.
Mhm.
Yes,
Sleep is
correct.
yeah.
So
I smack them with my
kick 'em in the head
unarmed
once. I mean, unarmed attacks.
Higura casts
No.
Nightmare.
No way.
Cesari's like, a little help, please, someone.
Yeah, we're coming, Shazay.
Yeah, sure.
Avi.
Yeah, we're gonna have to slip past it.
Technically, I'm gonna say you can just quickly like it's a 5 foot square that you would have to get through. I'd say you could just hop to like this square, and because it's only 5 feet, I'm not even gonna make you roll for it.
Where is he in the cage?
He's just like the center of the room,
Oh, okay.
and he's actually quite squished in there because this is not like a prisoner cage. This was like for some sort of like animal specimen for like an experiment or observation. So he's like doing the cat thing where like, how can you possibly
Aw.
fit in a space that small? And like cats,
Aw.
they're made of liquid.
Poor
Can I just
Shazari.
can I just open it or is it locked?
Yes, he actually reaches into a pocket and he has the key. He locked himself in this cage because it was keeping him
Oh.
safe from the thing.
Oh no.
The thing's fingers were
Oh.
literally too big to get through the bars of the thing. It was literally just, you know how cats bat things? The ogre was mocking him
Uh-huh.
by batting the cage that he was in.
Oh, poor guy.
So yeah, he gets down. He just looks like he's had such a fright and has been like so close to death for several like concentrated minutes. Parts of his hair have fallen out a little bit. He was
Aw,
so scared.
Shazari, not the stress buddy.
Buddy.
He's like, I would like to leave, please.
Yeah, go. Shazari, go to the nurse's office.
Get on
Not the
out.
stress molting.
Oh,
Very
before you go,
cat-like.
Oh,
before
yeah.
you go, do you have a flower of some sort? We need them to stop whatever Corriday
Oh.
is doing.
Oh, yes, I'm quickly just going to give you guys the background because if he leaves, he can't tell you what he was doing.
Well, yes.
So give me a quick second. I have to scroll down to the very bottom of all this.
So,
So,
what would stop us from
um,
just locking this room and walking away now?
That's what I'm saying.
Well, then we'd have an infused ogre on the loose in Magambia, so
It would die of starvation
and-
eventually.
Literally anybody else can deal with it.
that I mean, it's true.
You know what we could do? We could transport him
so
to a certain place.
Send him
Anyway.
to Akaton.
Yes, Shazari, what were you doing?
So, Corriday gave me, she found apparently in the library, in the display case, there was this very strange small egg. Not the same egg that you guys are all worried about. And they gave me some materials and stuff to see if I could induce the thing to hatch. And I thought I could accelerate the growth. Hold on.
So you grew something.
Shazari,
That
did you just
then-
go
Hold on.
Dan this poor ogre?
Clearly.
Oh no, sorry. It's actually a little worse.
Oh, great.
Corriday gave Shazari the assignment to actually Shazari was asked to steal several magical reagents from Megambia's restricted collection. And
Oh.
she appealed to him by saying she was trying to just get around some annoying bureaucracy. And unfortunately, that kind of is Shazeri in a little bit of his wheelhouse. He didn't really like the effort involved with the theft, but he likes irritating bureaucracy even less, so he agreed to do it. But then when he got the materials that he was asked to retrieve, rather than bring them to Corriday, he's like, oh, and he remembered this egg that's been in a display case in the library for years that no one's done anything with. He's like, maybe I could use these to accelerate the hatching of this egg. And unfortunately, he figured this out. The egg had been laid by a creature known as a Gongarinian.
Bless you.
Gongarinian, a strange type of fiend from the abyss that implants their victims with eggs that burst out in the form of aberrant monstrosities.
Ew.
This egg was extracted from an implanted ogre before it could hatch, most likely.
All right, and Shazeri, what have we
And he
learned?
only figured this out after. He had a lot of time to think about what the hell is happening as he was being battered about in that cage.
And Shazeri, what have we learned from this whole situation?
That stealing is okay, but eggs are bad.
Yes.
Correct.
Close enough.
Mm.
Here's the flower. Goodbye.
So I'm assuming
Thanks.
He cat
this
leaps
whole
over the
time
ogre.
Charlotte's
I
been
love that
like
cat.
just placing bombs all over the floor.
Oh yeah, absolutely. You just see Charlotte go click, 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 click.
Well, we're still staying in initiative order. So,
That all happened on Ophelia's turn.
yeah, Ophelia, an action you to help Shazeri get down. You still have 2 actions.
Well, in action.
Once we actually, maybe, if you guys have a plan of action, we can explain it. We don't have to go through
Yeah.
Yeah.
the 10 rounds.
I can help Charlotte like place bombs if she hands them to me because I can fly. The thing that I want to do is set just above his head as to not wake him, but as to harm him when he does stand up. Cast flammable fumes. We're gonna ignore that 7 poison damage because that's not what it's doing at the moment.
Yeah.
This will be one big fat fire in the hole.
Oh,
upon
okay,
our
so-
exit.
Let me get this straight. So, you guys are planning to put a whole bunch of Charlotte's bombs around here, but just placed. Put this cloud of flammable fumes above him,
Mhm.
back the hell away, and set
Close
the
the
ball
door.
off at once.
Yeah.
I mean,
Chain reaction.
okay, this is gonna be interesting. So,
Ophelia's kaboom.
So it's just a matter of like how many bombs can Charlotte and I put on the floor.
let's say, all right, let's say out of the 10 rounds you guys have, 1 round has been sort of been already done.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say it'll take 1 round for you guys to retreat to a safe distance.
I am pre-potting 2 things for
That's fine.
myself. I'm going to be pre-potting 2 spells.
Okay. Well, I'm just going to explain the math here. So you guys effectively have 8 rounds.
Yeah.
So, Charlotte,
Mm.
how many bombs can you create in 8 rounds if you want to do that? If this is what you want to do.
Well, considering what I'm able to do and what I have on hand with me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 4.
And because all of these bombs will essentially be going off simultaneously, I'm going to count them all as 1 attack, so they will not each individually have the 15. Because the reason why the 15 would come off every single bomb if it was done individually is because they're individual bombs. Bombs put together like this are increasing their explosive power potentially because they're all going off at the same time. It'd be like 8 Charlottes all throwing and hitting bombs at the exact same time.
Yay.
Arguably speaking, with the amount of reagents I have available without exhausting my resources, about 8.
So 1 bomb per round, essentially. So, I'm just gonna make it-
Relatively.
all right.
Yes.
So I'm writing down 8 bombs plus cloud.
Mm-hmm.
The cloud's only a 20-foot burst, so I can actually put Gamma in the room where he won't be affected by it, but we'll still be able to then.
At the far corner of the room.
Yeah.
Though I
Mm.
may roll a dice for this combined Charlotte bomb going off. We'll see what happens because you guys have never done this before.
No, we haven't. But I will say the fire damage from this is not there's no save for it. If you are in the cloud when it goes off,
Well-
you are in the cloud when it goes off.
Here's the thing too.
He
He's
still has the
asleep,
resistance.
so weirdly enough, being immobile or something means you don't auto fail reflex saves. But
No, I'm saying there is no reflex.
I know,
save for
I'm
the
just-
fire.
this is an odd situation.
Yeah.
But Ophelia, is there anything you would like to spend X 8 rounds setting up?
You know, I'm researching it. 'Cause
If you
listen,
want, this usually is a little hard to do in Pathfinder because it takes 2 actions for every 1 action you want to hold. But if you want to hold even a 3-action spell to go off at the moment everything else is happening, I will allow that because you guys just have so much goddamn prep time. So if you just want to hold a big spell to go off simultaneously,
You know, yeah, I could do that.
at this point, this is now a exercise in how much absurd stuff can you guys all do with this unique situation. I think this poor ogre is kind of done, but though he does have a fair amount of health. If he survives, it'll be impressive.
He probably will. He has.
I think he will.
Yeah, he has a lot of health. That's why I'm leaving Gama in the room safely.
well, I'm definitely gonna get out of there in
Oh,
one
yeah,
of my
yeah.
turns.
That's what we have the
Bard's on.
last turn.
Well, you have 2 actions remaining this turn, technically, before the 8 turns.
Well,
this
one
was
Well, I'm
only
action.
keeping. Well, I'm keeping Bard Song up.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
So an action if you yeah, if you want to, we can circle back to you if you want to take some time to look at your spells.
If you don't mind, I guess I would
Not a-
use my other action to leave the room.
That's fine. I'll put you right back where you were.
Cool, thank you.
Igora, what would you like to pre-pot?
Round 1, I pre-pot Mantle the Unwavering Heart. So this will have me be squeezed into this square, but it gives me fast healing.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Boop.
I'm assuming that's like 1 turn worth of
Hello. Can I
stuff.
get
Giant
this?
Igora.
Giant Igora. And with the rounds that we have, that will be enough to get with the fast healing will get me back up to full hit points.
Cool.
And then with another round, Igora is going to also then add Moth's Supper to that. And then I'm going to basically now be getting every 10 minutes out of combat for the next hour after like this is done, and then on a medicine check, an additional 2d4 per a level of the spell. So it starts off as 2d4, but because I'm heightening up to 6, it becomes I'm getting 64 healing every 10 minutes for an hour, and then I can then add 10d4
Hey,
hit to
my
a
phone.
medicine check. And
So
I also
annoying.
gain a imprecise sense that works for freshly spilled blood and rotten flesh.
So yeah, you'll only be able to cast that after it's dead.
No, Moth Supper is a 2-action cast that lasts for an hour.
Okay, but you won't get any benefit from it until you find a dead body
I don't need the dead body. I just get the imprecise
or fresh
sense.
blood.
It's a sense, Matt. It's not a
Okay.
component. I can just know where fresh blood in a rotten body is.
Yes,
That
I'm
was
just saying
just flavor
Interesting.
text.
there isn't really any of that around. At the
No,
moment.
that was just flavor text.
Okay.
But the more important fact is the 64 hit points every 10 minutes, which will be helpful after the encounter, and then 10d4 hit points added to my first medicine check while I have the spell active.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's all you're going to be doing for those 8 rounds?
And then Gama's going to get to a point in the room where they won't be in the cloud. But
Feel free
be
to
as
position
close
them
as
now.
possible. So I think it'd be about here, because, yeah, it should
Okay.
work. And then that's still within 15 feet, so Gama still has reach on him. And then, yeah, Igoro will basically just hold their action to close the door.
You guys, I'm not sure you'll be able to, because you don't have a way of remotely detonating the bombs.
Baby.
So the thing about that is, I do believe we still have a fireball bead, do we not?
Hmm.
Yes,
Would
but
you go away?
that would require the door to be open.
Or else I hand
I
it to
say we
Gamma.
throw it and close it.
Yeah, I
That
can
would
hold.
require a reflex save to close the door in
I
time.
can hold my action and say the trigger for the action is to close the door after it's been thrown.
All right.
Yay!
Okay.
We do still have that fireball thing, don't we?
Potentially,
Okay,
yeah.
good. Necklace of Fireballs type 3. I think we've only used it once.
All right. All right. Who's gonna be doing that?
Charlotte.
You guys gonna hold action to close the door. Avi will throw the bead.
Yeah, that makes sense, right?
Yep.
All right. Endures in Darkness has a thing he's gonna hold until this is all happening.
Might as well use
and-
the 10d6 one.
Yeah.
And Ophelia, have you decided what you wanted to hold on to for this?
She's gonna cast Resilient Sphere on the door after Igora closes it.
No, you cannot hold your action to do that.
I think actually
Well,
I
how
can
many
just
actions?
cast it on the. I can just cast it on the door.
Well, could you throw a resilient sphere up in the chat there?
It's 2 actions, I think. Oh wait, no, yeah, you could do it for 3. Ignore
Yes.
me. I'm
And
stupid.
as I mentioned previously,
I-
because you have so many actions, I'm kind of allowing 3 action things to potentially be held because you have so
Right.
much time. It's
Yeah,
just
but
a
I'm-
matter of timing. All
But
right.
I'm thinking I can just do this as part of the prep.
One large. Okay, so yeah,
Yeah.
you could just do this to the door.
Or actually, it's creature, so you'd have to do it on Ibra.
Well, I'm gonna say I'm gonna say you can probably do it to the door.
Thank you. I never get to use the spell. I don't know why I took it.
It's potentially kind of fun.
So, to be clear, we have 8 alchemical bombs,
Yes.
1 flammable fumes. The poison I'm just going to wave because I assume it doesn't beat his resistance. And then a 10d6 fireball.
Yes, and Endures in Darkness is going to cast Implosion.
And Gamma's
So we're
waiting
just
in
going
the
to like
room.
explode this room.
And Gamma's
completely,
waiting in the room
destroying
to fuck
it.
him up.
This room is kind of a lost cause already.
Fair enough.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
So, the sequence of events
This is fun.
is going to be. I imagine because it's because it has no blast zone. We probably start with the implosion from Endures in Darkness. And then that will technically everyone else's held actions will go off. So the guy will not get to act until all of you are done. The door is closed. The Revealing Sphere is on. The fireball goes off. All the potions explode. And Sarah, get ready to roll this because I'm going to need you to look up how much damage one of your potions does. And rather than roll that individually, just roll it all at as one thing. Like if your potion does 2d8 potions, roll 16d8, please. Because they're all sitting in a little row around him like weird candles. This is an odd situation. I'm probably bending some rules to do
It's
this, but
each of
it's
Sarah's
fine.
bombs. Each of
That's
Sarah's
'cause I like
bombs.
us.
Each
But
of
it's
Sarah's
fun.
Each of Sarah's bombs deal 4d6 acid damage.
so 4 times 8 is 32, right?
Yeah. 32d6.
32d6.
And then 4 splash damage each.
Plus Bard Song.
Oh god.
So
Which
plus
is that?
7 each,
Now-
essentially.
Here,
It doesn't apply to the splash damage, but it does apply to the first damage.
Yeah.
So here's
which
the
is why
thing.
I'm just saying an even plus 7.
Yeah, plus 7, I guess, because this won't be the Bard Song won't affect every individual bomb because this is all happening at once. You can either you get one explosion to bypass the damage, or you can have Bard Song for each individual bomb. You cannot have both.
You're a generous god.
No, I'm
Truly.
really not, but I'm just trying to keep
You
things
like us
simple.
to have. You like us to have fun.
I do like us to have fun.
It's R/, right? Or is it
Yeah.
/R?
Oh, now I'm doubting
It's
myself.
the advanced dice roller on the bar in the corner.
It's /R space then the amount.
Yeah.
Thank
slash
you.
R space, then the amount. Oh,
All right.
Great
So I'm going
googly
to start
moogly.
with the implosion from Endures in Darkness. Now, if this is it's a fortitude save, so he will actually get a save for this. So I'm just going to throw this up here. This is the start of the sequence. So that's going to be a fort save. That double checking that's his proper spell DC. It is. So infused ogre critically succeeds. Sadly,
Oh.
yeah, he's a tough fellow.
Yeah.
All right. So that was Endures in
And Darkness.
Endured in Darkness. Who is the non-ex Ophelia? What was your thing again?
The Resilience Sphere?
Resilience. Okay, so that'll actually be like the second to last thing that's happening. So I guess we're gonna go right to the throwing of the fireball bead because that's
Sick.
what's gonna set everything else off.
So
Hey, guys.
I'm going to roll 10d6 for the fireball.
Okay.
That's 35 plus Bard Song, 38. And then I'm gonna roll another 10 for the cloud. And this is not avoidable. So the fireball, he can make a reflex save. This one is, it just happens to him. Oh, 20. Not a 6 among them. That's so sad.
All right. So that will be 38 plus 20.
Yep.
23.
So 23. Thank you.
This is why do I get the feeling this feels very akin to like when you play one of those games where you include mods where you put all the bombs at one time to try and break the video game with the effects going on. This feels like this type of
So
moment right
Baldur's
now.
Gate 3.
And it lags real bad.
Essentially Baldur's Gate 3 with all of the barrels. That's what we're doing right now, y'all.
Yeah.
We've put all the barrels around Ketherick and are like, okay, buddy.
We're
And then-
BG3ing this.
Okay.
And then, oh no, my computer crashed. Like,
Oh, That was my
all right,
fault, I
so
suppose.
that's going to be a total of 66 damage from the fireball, and that was the cloud, the second roll.
Yeah.
All right,
That's
so that will be
sad.
66 damage. So that's still going to be, that's 15 off each of those though.
Well, and he can make a reflex save against the fireball.
I'm going to say because he's unconscious, he auto fails.
Okay. I'll take it.
Just because he's asleep, he's not moving anything. So that's going to be, all right, so that was 38 minus 15, so that's going to be 23, and then 23 minus 15 is 18?
23, I think that's just 8.
Yeah, you're right. So that is going to be a total then of bollocks.
Oh, I don't know that number.
31 damage that gets through in
It's
total.
an imaginary
Good
number.
Lord.
Doesn't exist.
But now we do the bombs.
All right, let's get this one. So let's do the core first. And then we had the add plus the Bard song. So it's 104
Plus 3.
No, and then
plus
don't.
3 for all 8. So 3 times 8.
Well, no.
No, technically plus 4 for all 8 because of the splash damage. So, what's
The
8
splash
times
will
4?
compound, the Bard Song will not.
Yeah.
Yes. Because
Right.
this is one explosion.
Yeah.
So it's
Okay,
another
so
how much
104
total?
plus
32.
Uh,
So that
that's the-
becomes
32. So
136 plus Bard Song, so 139.
139 total?
Yes.
yes.
Excellent. All right. So minus the 15. Ooh, that's going to be 124 damage.
Also, as a point, I don't know if they're resistant, but they do have persistent acid damage.
Oddly enough, they are actually hold on a sec. I just realized something.
God, imagine if they have a weakness to acid.
They don't. It's part of the problem.
No, it's resistance.
Everything except unarmed, which
Oh, okay.
You know.
So, funny thing, my breath caught in my throat for a second there because listen to this. There is a reaction he has called Unstoppable. The trigger is the infused ogre would take persistent damage or gain one of the following conditions: blinded, clumsy, confused, controlled, dazzled, deafened, doomed, drained, enfeebled, fascinated, fatigued, fleeing, frightened, paralyzed, petrified, sickened, slowed, stunned, or stupefied, not sleep. Because he could then reaction to say no to any of those effects,
Dang.
but not sleep.
Ah. Or genuflect.
Huh.
Or
So I stumbled my way into a good plan.
yes.
Yes.
Unfortunately, there is a unexpected side effect.
Oh no.
Oh,
So,
well.
here's the thing. I have been keeping track of how much damage has been done by explosions. Keeping in mind the
Uh-huh.
resilient sphere with its damage resistance and the hardness, and the door's natural hardness, which I'm being generous about, that was all gone
Okay.
before the
Fair.
potions exploded. So, I'm going to say at least Igora, Avi, and Ophelia are going to need to make a reflex save as you guys see the door with its beautiful resilience feel in the course of like 2 seconds crack, shatter, and then explode.
Kaboom.
Because while the walls are made of stone, the door is just a wooden classroom door.
There is
Like
a
constant-
wall here between me and the rest of the classroom.
Yes, but fire
And an
explodes
Igora.
and expands to, fill the space that it's in.
I had to try.
Well, now.
Oh.
So technically speaking,
Yes, well,
the door has a
Yes, well.
hardness of 10.
yes.
So
Uh-huh.
both of Avi's effects would have been able to soak the resilient spear would have soaked both of Avi's amount of damage.
Yes.
Mhm.
So it's now just the vials, which she has directional bombs. So technically speaking, they can be pointed away from the door.
Yes, but they're also just sitting on the ground exploding. And they combined explosion.
Huh.
And you guys are standing 5 feet away from it.
Matt said, "I like this cool plan. I'm going to make it bad."
No, we just didn't move away from the door.
Yeah,
That's on
like I
us.
was thinking like, yeah, you guys are gonna stand next to the explosion. Okay.
We felt
Think
really,
about
really
it.
confident in that
How
resilience
else
sphere.
am I going to enjoy the light show?
Okay.
Igor, I am
Can
gonna need a
I-
reflex save. 39. I'm going to say Avi and Igor, you both succeed. So you're only gonna take
Yay.
half damage. So it's only going to be, what was it, a total of 139? 39 divided by 2. Nice. Everyone who succeeded is only going to take 69 damage.
Nice.
Ophelia, unfortunately, is going to take
Oh.
139.
So, I have something I've been wanting to use the whole campaign, have never been able to use it, still technically would not be able to use it here.
Oh.
Can I give up my hero point so I can do Schadenfreude? I have never critically failed against a foe's effect to be able to use this reaction.
I mean, technically, it's not a foe effect. This is an ally effect.
I know, that's why I'm like, can I give up
Well,
my
here's the
hero
thing.
point to do this?
This becomes more like an object interaction because the bombs are no longer being wielded by one of your party members. They became environmental effects when you put them on the ground.
Mhm.
So I would, and this is a very clever use of this, so I think I actually would allow this.
Yay!
Also because I am catching you guys with something I didn't warn you about. So I'm being lenient here. And yeah, he'll be able to do a will save because he is just on the ground. It's not his best save.
No, it's not.
That is a failure.
Yay!
But
Yes.
reaction.
Didn't he already use his reaction?
He hadn't used his reaction at all yet.
Ah,
I was just
nuts.
telling you what it
Mhm.
was. He can use
Yes,
it now. So he shrugs off the stupefied.
Bummer.
Ooh.
So,
I still got to use it. That was very nice. Thank you.
but as established previously, we do move to the guy's turn now, but now he still has to genuflect 3 times on the ground. Very confused and
Correct.
pretty damn wounded.
You
He's like, what am I
piece
doing? What is happening? He's very
You
confused and hurt.
living
He's in
User.
awe of our firepower.
Also, did you want to use a held attack for Gamma, Will?
No, because with the range of the fireball, I would have had to keep him in this area to not get hit, so he can't do
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
And we start from the top of your guys' turn again. It's Charlotte.
Hello.
It's Charlotte with
I'm-
the steel chair.
Also, I'd like to point out the door now cannot be closed.
Yeah.
The door is splinters. Some of it is in Ophelia.
That's fair enough. Let's try this. No. No, we won't. I'm gonna hero point.
That's fair.
Please roll high. Please.
Please clap.
46 will hit.
Yay!
That will hit. Now the damage, sadly, won't go through his damage thing, but
No, but
Pito, the point of the damage is not Pito. And that is that the DC or is it your DC I have to
It's
use?
a class DC.
Okay.
So whatever Charlotte's class DC is, you use now.
Charlotte, what's your class DC?
Will. No.
Do you want me to help you find it, Sarah?
Yes, please.
Okay, give me 1 second.
It's on the top right-hand corner of your...
Technically, my class DC. Well, it's 39.
39.
Technically,
Okay, and this is a fort save.
39 fortitude. Yeah, it's not programmed for it.
Succeeds, but not critically.
Well, it doesn't matter,
I
it's a
still get some
poison.
poison damage.
Does he?
Not on a poison.
All right. You have 2 actions remaining. That's a great emote there, Cosmic Deity.
Boom. Sure.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
All right, I'm going to roll this because if he critically fails, he'll take damage, but only if he critically fails. No.
Yeah.
He's just kind of a punching bag. Ophelia, you're up. Avi, you'll be up next.
I hate him.
All right, we're gonna
He's
keep
kind of the worst.
we're gonna keep Bard's song up. Wow. Will you please make me a will save? Oh, that damage.
Visions of danger, interesting. Will succeeds, but not critically.
All right. So let's see.
Does he take half?
I want to say he does, but let me know.
Yeah, it's a basic save. So 39 plus 3 for Bard Song will be 42. So that will be 26 minus 15. So that's 9, I think?
Whatever. Did I program that correct?
Yes. No, 11. Pardon me. I'm not going to rob you of that 2 damage.
Let me just double check that I cast that at the correct.
Avi, you'll be up next.
Is it 88, 90? Yeah, correct. Correct. That's my turn.
All right. Avi, you are up. Igra, you and your menagerie will be up next.
Menagerie.
Get past that annoying damage resistance.
Does damage resistance apply to magic missile?
It says all.
But does it
Delightful.
apply to magic missile?
Yes.
Yes.
There are some specific interactions that Magic Missile can bypass or will do things, but it specifically says that in the spell.
Mhm.
And that's
Ah,
usually
right.
defensive spells.
No, they got rid of that on a lot of them
Oh,
in
did
the
they?
remaster. Yeah.
Ah, very well then.
So
Yes,
a lot of
pardon me.
spells
Arcane
just-
Barrage.
A lot of spells.
Oh.
A lot of things. There's nothing to stop arcane barrages anymore. You used to be able to do a shield. Now you can't.
So magic missile.
You can if you want. It won't get past the damage
It won't get
resistance.
past resistance.
Okay.
So probably not worth it.
Probably not worth it. Oh crap! What else do I have that has a freaking will save? Not a lot. I guess I could make him dance uncontrollably.
Well, we can just
He's
try
not
to
genuflecting anymore, so
We can just try to cantrip him to death too.
if
No,
you have
I
some
can't.
powerful enough single target ones.
Do you have anything that you
Alright.
wanna keep the next time? Can I help you?
Yeah, sure. Give me. If you want to give me my uncontrollable dance back, that'd be great. Because I don't think he can shrug it off this time.
Let's try.
This is
Can
not
I
a
help you?
specific effect that's like a condition, so probably not.
What?
And he's
What?
used his reaction, so
Exactly.
that's a will save. Succeeds,
Oh.
but not critically.
All right. Well, the spell's duration is still 3 rounds, and he must spend at least 1 action of each turn dancing, which implies to me that he could use multiple actions dancing if he so chose.
He has to do a high kick once per turn. Like a really uncommitted can line.
He is also off guard and can't use reactions for 3 rounds.
Off guard is going to be helpful.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm also, while I have him here, Gamma is no longer in the room, huh?
No,
He's in the
Gama's
room, just the
back right
far end of
corner.
it.
Yeah.
The room where
Okay,
it
sweet. Then
happens.
I am going to I don't even know if any of this is going to go through at this level. 3 damage is 3 damage. I will do the needle of vengeance with Gamma.
Well,
And that'll
right.
be
Why
my
are you
turn.
scruffing? Why are you scruffing? Stop scruffing.
Igora, your
He's
turn.
scruffing.
Endures in Darkness will be next.
Alright, stride. Strike. So that'll become a off guard for a 43 off guard.
Yes, because his normal AC is 44, so off guard becomes 42.
So that'll be
Well-
28 to 30. So plus 3 from Bard Song.
That's only a 41.
41.
Then.
Yeah, I can't do math. Alright, well, fuck me, I guess. Second attack.
And you did only
Nope.
roll an 8 the first time.
I've not rolled above a 10. Doo-da,
Quick, do a dice
doo-da.
cleanse, Will.
I will never do a dice cleanse because I think it's cheating. And that's my turn.
How is it cheating?
Ooh.
So Zoe, can I have
Cheating.
my dancing spell back?
Yeah.
Yay!
Endures in Darkness is going to do a Polar Ray, which will not hit, sadly.
Nope.
Oh. Even with that plus
9.
3.
Endures in Darkness is going to use his hero point, even though I've been inconsistent about saying whether Endures in Darkness has hero points. With him being
Yay.
technically off guard, because it doesn't say off guard to melee, does it?
It
Off
just
guard
says
is
off guard.
yeah.
Okay,
off
so
guard
that
is
will
off
then hit. Up actually it would hit with Bard Song anyway. So that is going to be 42, 45 thanks to Bard Song. So that makes a nice even 30 cold damage. And
So 15 cold damage.
and drained 2.
So
So 45 damage minus 15, so 30 cold damage.
yep, and then drain 2 means that he'll lose 2 times his CR and hit points.
Oof, that's pretty good actually. 19 times 2, 38. It's doing work. Okay, yeah. His turn. He has to spend 1 action doing a quick can line. And he's a little confused by there suddenly being 2 large frogs around him. I'm just gonna roll a
Does that
dice.
can line have the move or manipulate traits? Do we know if that has that?
I'm gonna say yes. Go ahead and take your AO.
Boom. Is it above
With
a
Bard
10?
Song, that will hit. And this is an unarmed attack, essentially.
Yeah, it's an unarmed attack that's only going to be 19 sonic damage, sadly.
Alright. Damage is damage, man. You're out of
Yeah.
the triple digits now.
And I got 3 hit points back in my turn.
So I'm going to roll a d2. On On a 1, he will attack Igora. On a 2, he will attack Gamma. He is going to go after Gamma, just seeing if he actually has reach. He does have a reach of 10 feet, so...
Gamma's 15 away.
Yeah, he needs to step 1. And then he'll make 1 attack on Gamma. He will...
Will
just making
save
sure-
for Needle of Vengeance.
Yep. Give me a second here. I'm just making sure.
Ow.
He's just going to try and bite Gamma with his jaws. 48.
Crits.
That will be 76 piercing damage.
Yuck.
Lord. And then make me that will save, please.
Yep.
I'll
Will
be right
save.
back. I'm sorry.
That's right.
Okay.
Oh,
No, sorry.
rude. How dare you
Actually-
eschew that 3 damage like that?
Please do your turn, then then you can.
Yes, sorry.
No, that's fine.
What do I actually want to do? What can I actually do is the question.
Peto is still activatable as Gamma and I are both threatening the creature.
That
Yes.
is true. 40, 43.
He's
what
still
parts are?
technically off guard, plus 43, so that will hit.
Okay. Need another will save for the.
Is it will or fort?
Sorry, fort save, and it's going to be 39.
Success, but not
Still
critically.
says.
Yeah.
So he still takes that 11 damage, though. But actually no, he doesn't.
No. He is the worst.
He is the worst. I need to craft, so I'm gonna spend my last 2 actions crafting because I'm.
Okay.
running
Ophelia, you're
out.
up. Avi, you'll be up next.
All right.
Bard song?
Make me, yes, a bard song. Make me
Star.
boo. I was gonna say a certain save.
Certain scientific railgun.
But he's so good at that save. That's not fun.
Yeah. Avi, you'll be up next.
Make me a fortitude save. You know
Okay.
what? I'm in for a nap. Zero.
Saves, but not critically.
All right, half of whatever
Half-
that is.
With Bard Song, that is a 52. So that's divided by, that will be 26 minus 15, so that's 11. Yeah, but just damage.
Mhm.
You
That's
have
my
one-
turn.
Yep. Avi, you're
Bar
up.
song.
Matt, how's he looking?
He's looking pretty hurt. I would say it's just like less than a fifth of his health left.
Sorry. about that.
Mm,
No worries, Sarah. You didn't miss anything.
Oh, good.
I should
some
have.
damage, but
Oh, good.
I should have done this
Ugh.
sooner. But I'm gonna move into the. Well, no. Fuck. I was gonna say maybe I could turn into a dragon
the
and
dragon.
do draws attacks because those are unarmed. But I just don't know if it's worth it because I'm not going to be able to attack this round.
Just electric arc hit.
Unless I quicken the spell, then I would be able to attack. I'd be able to move, spell, attack.
But then you don't get to be a dragon for the next encounter.
Yeah, I think we can just cantrip this guy to death at this point.
Cooper!
Hey, Cooper.
Also, hello, Cooper and Caccio.
Hello, Cooper. and
Make
Kachi.
your choice.
Hello, Cooper. and
Make my
Caccio.
choice. Well, I need to move into the room anyway, so I actually don't think I can turn into a dragon here because he's in my space.
Mm-hmm.
Get him out
And
of there.
thankfully, he doesn't have his reaction right now.
No, he does not. I'm sorry, you guys.
Nothing you knew about it. We're in this space
No.
together.
Well, you know what? You could always do the good old-fashioned cone of cold. I don't think that'll hit Igora from here. It's 15 feet.
No.
No, that won't hit. That will be a reflex save.
Mm-hmm.
Succeeds, but not critically.
And not critically.
So 48 divided by 2 is 29 minus 15 will be 14.
Yay.
Nice. I guess that's Avi's turn. Igra.
Okay, so I get 3 hit points back.
Yep.
Yay, fast healing, 3. And then striking belly bumps with a comma.
That will definitely hit.
So that'll
So-
be 18, like 20 points of sonic damage.
That all goes through thanks to unarmed.
18, 19, 20, 21, so 42 points of sonic damage
In total with Bard Song.
for the second attack. Yep.
Okay. He's looking real hurt.
Boop.
That
And
won't
then
work.
that won't miss. And then that's my
Hmm.
turn.
Endures in darkness. He is going to try. God, he's got so many focus spells. Nope. He is going to try Stone Lance. Yeah, 2-action Stone Lance. That cannot possibly be right.
Oh, it's a level 7 focus spell.
Yeah, but
But yeah, no, that's not right. They did only roll 3.
he did only roll 3, so that's
Mm.
only going to be a 32. So yeah, that won't hit. He's going to give guidance to Charlotte. So +1 to the next thing you do. His turn, loses an action, he has to tap dance.
And 45 off guard.
That will hit.
20 sonic. Well,
And
23
that will
sonic.
be enough. Thanks to
Oh.
the KO on the tap dance. He had 7 hit points left.
Oh, thank
Oh
God.
my god.
Death by
Pulled it
tap
under the wire,
dance.
guys.
Oh.
The demo crew did it again.
Yay.
And Endurance of Darkness is immediately going to go to and start healing poor Ophelia.
And
I think I'm part-
will,
I think I'm
will-
part door now.
Ophelia,
That means it'll be
Ophelia,
even more useful in combat.
and
She's
now
like
some
drunk on being hit with door.
some suburban mom will try to romance Ophelia now.
What?
What?
There's
What?
there's a romance novel where a woman falls in love with a sentient
Oh,
door.
it's good. It's the good.
What?
Are you
All right.
talking about a romance novel or Chuck Tingle?
Oh boy.
What's Chuck Tingle?
Or the anime.
Not a romance.
There is the anime that is the one with the guy who turns into a chair.
All right, so
Oh,
Shazari
that's-
meets you
74.
guys outside the building because he was actually waiting nearby to make sure you guys were okay.
Aw.
And he also does want to give you something, but he kind of like does it conspiratorial because this is something he recovered from the restricted stash for himself, but he wants to give it to you guys as a thank you for saving him again. He gives you guys a potion of undetectability,
Oh,
Ooh.
that's very fun. Thank
and he's
you.
already moved it into a like whiskey flask.
Thank you.
He's gotta always be branding.
Yes.
Drinking this dull black liquid makes you undetectable to divinations. This grants the same effects as Mind Blank, but without the bonus against mental attacks. You also gain the effect of a 4th level invisibility spell, which protects against see invisibility spells of an 8th level or lower, and has a DC of 36 against true seeing. This can defeat true seeing, potentially. This is the
Interesting.
potentially the most all-encompassing undetectability you can be. It's not guaranteed, but it covers the most things.
I would like to say
like-
that if we do need to do another stealth mission, that may be something that I should drink at that time, just because I am the most beans at stealth out of the party.
But
That's true.
you also now you've cleared out the barb without collapsing the top floor, which was a possibility.
Oh, okay.
That one room is not looking particularly structurally sound, but thankfully it had slightly high ceilings. And Endures in Darkness
Great.
does some dirt magic to put out remaining fire. But next, you guys are going to be heading to the Protea Pavilion to try and maybe find out what the heck is going on with Corriday. what surprises and unfortunate obstacles may appear there, we'll have to wait and see. Join us next week as we hurtle towards, I'm not going to say the last encounter, but the last set of encounters for this third of the last book. Because you guys have one
Ooh.
more like mini dungeon like this, and then we move on to the next part of this last book. Like this is getting close
So,
to the end of chapter
if-
1.
Oh, okay. I was about to be like, is
Yeah.
this the end of a chapter?
No. You have the
No.
Protea Pavilion to do, and I'm just going to double check how big the map for the Protea Pavilion is. Protea Pavilion is it's about maybe twice the size of this one because it's got one building and then 2 small floors that you can go up. It's like a 3-floor building, and there's an outside area like a courtyard too. So I'm estimating anywhere from 2 to 3 sessions, maybe.
Well, thank you all so much for coming to tonight's episode of Strength of Thousands. Join us next time as we go to the Protea Pavilion and continue to figure out how possessed the Rain Scribes are. Thank you all so much for coming. Check out our many other shows. Check out Cosmic Deity 746 on Twitch tomorrow. And we will see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.